The Metal Gear series is a monument of the stealth action video game genre, pioneering many gameplay techniques and story tropes. Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're taking a look at the origins of the Metal Gear series.
You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec.
Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to MojoPlays and click on the links in the description to vote on upcoming content. Overall, the series consists of 7 main games and several spin-offs, all across multiple platforms. It was created by Japanese game designer Hideo Kojima, who is widely regarded as one of the industry's biggest influencers. And it's basically all because of Metal Gear.
The themes are a little different from previous games in the series. We're taking on some very heavy subjects, such as race and revenge.
The first game in the Metal Gear series was released in 1987 on the MSX2 platform. Its story followed Solid Snake, a member of the Special Forces unit Foxhound, as he infiltrates a giant fortress in the militarized state of Outer Heaven. There, he encounters the eponymous Metal Gear, a bipedal nuclear war machine which lends the series its title. In 1988, the game was ported with some changes to the Nintendo Entertainment System in the North American market. A sequel to the original game called Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake was also released on the MSX2 platform. Its story revolved around Snake yet again infiltrating a fortified militaristic nation and defeating another Metal Gear. Originally, the next game in the series was meant to be released on the 3DO and was to be titled Metal Gear 3, who'd have thought. However, that particular gaming platform was kind of failing royally at the time, so Kojima moved production to the PlayStation and renamed the game Metal Gear Solid. This third installment would go on to sell more than 6 million copies, and was heavily praised by critics and gamers alike. It is considered to be one of the most important and best games of its time, and is credited with helping create the stealth action genre.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
Metal Gear Solid won awards for Game of the Year, Console Action Game of the Year, and Outstanding Achievement in Character and Story Development. Naturally, several sequels followed under the series' new name, including Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. Each of them followed the story of Snake, or one of the Snakes, solid or otherwise, and his battles with Metal Gears. Overall, the games have received positive critical response, and the series itself is heralded as one of the greatest of all time. Kojima used several techniques to make his games unique. Originally, he wanted to be a filmmaker, a notion which is definitely reflected in the many cutscenes throughout the series. In fact, long cutscenes have become something of a staple for the Metal Gear series. Kojima also preferred to emphasize character development and backstory, which was relatively rare at the time of the first Metal Gear's release. Throughout the series, Kojima has also made references to many outside works. For example, he named the mercenary outfit the Diamond Dogs after a David Bowie song, and Les Enfants Terribles, the name of the cloning program which created Solid Snake, taken from the French writer Jean Cocteau's 1929 novel of the same name. By the way, it means the terrible children. The 1981 movie Escape from New York was also a big influence on the game's main character. In that movie, Kurt Russell plays a one-eyed mercenary named Snake Plissken, who must infiltrate a fortified city and rescue the president. Among many other references and influences, there are some not-so-subtle callbacks to Moby Dick in Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. One of the things that makes the game so interesting is their unique exploration of warfare and what it means. Kojima describes himself as growing up idolizing soldiers but despising war. This clearly manifests itself in Metal Gear's never-ending cycle of violence and impending nuclear destruction. The story also explores themes of science and technology and their inherent uses, whether actual or speculative. With so many games, timelines, themes, and characters, Metal Gear's complex mythology, while quite detailed, has also left a lot of fans scratching their heads. After the release of Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain in 2015, which cost Konami $80 million to produce, Hideo Kojima left the company over creative differences. The Phantom Pain went on to make over $179 million, which was more than twice its production cost. For now, all future iterations of the series will continue on without him, and well, let's just say it hasn't been going too well so far. But there's hope for the future, I guess?
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
Thanks for watching MojoPlays. Be sure to subscribe and click on the link in the description below to check out our suggestion page and vote on what content you'd like to see us cover next.